And make a real difference in the world ahead. Today, we salute you, the members of the class of 2025.
This Good Luck Grads message is brought to you by Carrie Ostwick, financial advisor with Edward Jones, 601 North Webster in Taylorville.
Peyton Langen here, mental health case manager at Christian County Health Department in Taylorville. When life gets overwhelming, I'm here to help you navigate local resources, and most of our services are completely free. Find out more by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. You don't have to do this alone.
Here's Dr. Pavi Gill from Springfield Clinic, Taylorville.
Lifestyle medicine is about motivating you to improve your quality of life by changing habits and behaviors.
Find out more by clicking Dr. Gill's icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show, which is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me in studio today is Joe Bloom. Joe is the owner of Bear Creek Ranch, and I've also joined by phone by Angela Olmarsters, Marketing and Promotions Director with the Christian County Fair Board. Good morning to the both of you. How are we doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Angie, can you hear us?
Morning.
There we go. We've got Angie here too. Well, glad to have you both here today. And let's start with Joe. Joe, as the owner of Bear Creek Ranch, this is going to be your wheelhouse. This is for you to tell us all about what is Bear Creek Ranch, a little background on you, and how long you guys have been operating.
Yeah, so we're located right out of Morrisonville, and we started out as pasture beef, and we've moved into pigs at this point, too, pasture pigs. But we started out, we just had a few, we're mainly row crop, and we just had a few cattle, and COVID hit, and everyone wanted to know what we were doing with that beef. And so we kind of expanded and started selling beef, and then expanded more and more, and we were selling whole beefs. And a lot of people didn't want to buy a whole cow at a time. So we went and got like our grocer's license and our meat broker's license. And then we started selling 1 pound at a time. It was a lot more economical for people, and they didn't have to have a huge freezer. And then we started doing farmers markets, and that kept blowing up. And then we moved on to bigger farmers markets, and then we started a delivery route, and it's expanded to what it is today. So we run a delivery route most days of the week. We service Christian, Montgomery, and Sangamon County. All our beef is ethically raised, hormone-free, antibiotic-free, always on pasture. We never feedlot anything. We care about our customers, but we care about our animals the most. And that's what we always tell people is our animal welfare is our number one concern always. We try to make the process as guilt-free as possible. We love our animals. We treat them like pets, essentially.
If you're taking care of the animals, though, you're taking care of the people at the end of the day, too, with the quality beef. You mentioned something there. You sell it in 1 pound increments too, not even like a quarter cow.
Yeah.
I'm sure you sell quarter cow, but you also make it that much easier for folks to get their hands on, more proportionate sizes, I guess.
Yeah, it is. And what we really found out too is like when you buy a quarter or a half, you end up with, some people like ribeyes, some people like strips. And when we started this, we're like, oh, I have all these strips I don't want, or I have all these ribeyes and I want this, or I just eat hamburger, whatever. And it's like, well, why are we doing this? And so we started selling. We're just like a grocery store. You just get online, you place your order, you get what you want. Because we sell the whole cow. I mean, we sell everything. If you want pig's feet, you let us know. And but everyone wants their own thing. And so we were like, all this meat's going to waste because how much of this people buy a half or a quarter and it just sits in their freezer, the stuff they don't want. And it's like, well, there are people that want different cuts. And so, yeah, that's how we started that.
So you've made it a really streamlined process. You cut out a lot of the waste. You're growing your own cover crop. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about that as well for those big pasture pigs and for those pasture for cows and everything else. Tell me a little bit about how you've got that. It's like one cycle for you guys, really.
So like I said, we're from a row crop background, and we've always been very tied into the environment, and you have to treat the Mother Nature good, because without that we can't really farm. Mother Nature is our boss. And so when we got into the cattle, we took the same philosophy and just carried it forward. And so we grow a lot of wheat and things like that, but we also started growing like oats, and there's not many oats growing around, and they're a great feed. I mean, historically oats have been a huge in this area for horse feed, but they're also a great cattle feed. And so we grow a lot of oats and feed them to our cows and our pigs. And a lot of people that buy our meat are like, wow, it tastes just different than what you get in a store. And it's like, well, I think this goes back to taking care of your animals. They're fed. Our pastures we always have like 30 plus species of different kinds of grasses and legumes in our pastures, but we also feed oats, and we do feed some corn, but that's not even our main thing. Our main feed stuff is actually oats, and for our pigs and our cows. And I think that carries through to the meat, that it's just a little bit different. And in general, I'd say the farm is very, very high tech. And then it's almost the opposite with the cattle. We do the cattle and the pigs more like it would have been done 80 years ago. I think they had a lot of things they knew back then that we forgot about.
And it feels like that's something that could be said for a lot of industries and different things. And so I appreciate you looking back at that history and kind of going, well, what were they missing? It doesn't seem like much.
Well, and we can still take the new technology, but let's not forget the hard lessons they learned 100 years ago. And they don't have to be separate. We can integrate these two ideas together.
That is the first time I've really heard somebody kind of lay that out for me. Joe, one of my last questions for you here, and I'll have more for you over the course of this, but was this background something that you were always kind of a part of? Was this something that you came about into?
It was just we found a need and we filled it. Like I said, we've always done row crop, and we've done help some farmers out and done a lot of this other just, farming things. And like I said, COVID hit, and there was no one wanted to go to the grocery store. You couldn't get out. And so all our beef it's free delivery. You order it online, it gets delivered right to your door. And then obviously there's the farmers markets too, where you can come out and actually meet us.
Let's talk a little bit about farmers markets, online orders. I know that you wanted to highlight some of those things that are coming up for you.
Yeah. So our farmers market, we do the Springfield one. It's on 4th and Adams. It starts this Saturday. It's every Saturday. It runs 8 a.m. till 12:30. Come out and meet us. We'll have a huge crew of people there and see us. And we usually bring what we feed and our oats. We have pictures of the cows. You can kind of see everything. Our pasture pigs, not many people do that. Our pigs are completely out on pasture. They're not confined. They actually live with the cows. They're all just living together.
That's cool.
Yeah. And you'd think the cows would run the pasture, but the pigs are absolutely run everything. So
cows just kind of take a back seat.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can check our website out, it's BCR Beef, as in Bear Creek Ranch beef.com. And our number is 217-670-6411.
Beautiful. Last thing before we transition over to Angela, what made you want to get involved last year and again this year in the Christian County Fair? Obviously, the ag background for you probably plays a big part in that, but I'd love to hear in your own words why being involved in the Christian County Fair was so important to you.
So we would be nothing if it wasn't for Taylorville and Christian County. That is who supported us. When we got this going, we didn't know, we were selling 2 beefs a year. And the Taylorville area and Christian County as a whole really just got behind us and just were so loyal, and we really want to thank them for everything they did for us. And so this is our way to be able to kind of help back out. And it's nice to get out and meet people, but honestly, it's just to support the community that without them, we would have never been able to do this.
Well, I think there's a reason you guys have the support as you do. Online orders, it's a unique piece to that as well. I think a lot of folks probably are not used to that. Free deliveries, quality beef, a different taste, the way you do it. I think folks want to support things of that nature. Let's turn to you, Angela. We've got Angela Olmarsters joining us by phone, the Promotions and Marketing Director with the Christian County Fair Board. And Angela, tell us a little bit about the fair and some different things that you were hoping to highlight here today.
Well, I want to start off by thanking all of our great sponsors, such as Joe and Bear Creek Ranch and folks like Beck Seeds and Ag Technology Solutions Loans. We could go on, but I'll tell you what, we are getting closer and closer to fair time and all the kids coming out, showing their livestock, which is the whole reason why the Fair Board is very instrumental in getting things going with other events at the fair, such as our Clay Walker and Casey Donahue concert, which I think you've heard a little bit about that, right?
Just a little.
Just a little. So Friday, July 18th, visit our website at www.christiancountyfair.com. Tickets are on sale now for general seating in the grandstand. There's no reserve seating and track seats, which technically aren't seats, they're standing room only. The tickets are going fast, so you want to go on and get your tickets now, get them secure. There's some really nice things that are going on at the fair. In addition to that, there's, of course, the livestock shows, as we talked about. There's the Community Day Vendor Fair on Wednesday night, which folks like Joe with Bear Creek Ranch, they come and they set up booths. We have retail vendors, ag vendors, lots of vendors. And this year, I think you're going to be a little bit surprised with some of the folks you see at the Community Day Vendor Fair. So that happens on Wednesday.
Exciting stuff going on with the Christian County Fair. Let's go ahead and take our first break. We'll come back around. We'll talk more Bear Creek Ranch and Christian County Fair when we return. We're joined by Joe Bloom, owner of Bear Creek Ranch, and Angela Olmarsters, Promotions and Marketing Director with the Christian County Fair Board. You're listening to WTIM and our morning show here on your information station.
WTIM. Sparklight, your internet, TV, and phone provider in Taylorville, Pana, and Shelbyville, knows you're working hard to stretch every dollar. That's why all their internet plans have unlimited data with rates as low as $34.95 a month and speeds up to 1 gig available on their fiber-powered network. Enjoy whole home Wi-Fi with no contracts and advanced security features. Stop by the Sparklight office on West Route 104 in Taylorville and sign up today for internet with unlimited data starting at just $34.95 a month, or simply search for Sparklight Taylorville, Illinois for the latest specials.
Hi, I'm Brenda Elder, Executive Director of the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation. If you're looking to grow your business, we're here to help. From supporting our local businesses to attracting new investment, everything we do is focused on building a brighter future for Shelby County. We sponsor job fairs to connect local talent with great employers and inspire entrepreneurs through the Shelby County CEO program. Click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Shelby County Economic Development, growing business, growing community.
Southern Ledge Pools and Patios is saying thank you at our Customer Appreciation Day, Friday, June 6th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy drink and dip samples, exciting raffles, and awesome door prizes all day long. Big Jake's Barbecue is serving it up from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And Kona Ice cools you down from 4 to 6 p.m. Call today to schedule your pool opening. Summer's almost here, and we've got you covered. It's all happening June 6th at Southern Ledge Pools and Patio, 30 East Main Cross in Taylorville. Your outdoor fun creator.
Taylorville Care Center's personalized therapy program gets you back to doing the things you used to do. Get private rooms and great medical care, providing you the therapy you need to return home. Family and friends can come by and cheer you on in your recovery. Whether you've been in the hospital or just need a little help, Taylorville Care Center's therapy program can get you up and going again. Stop by or give them a call at 824-9636. That's 824-9636. Taylorville Care Center, caring for the community for over 50 years.
Hey, Mr. Golden Touch. I heard you found a profitable new revenue stream for your farm.
That's right. They're saying I have a golden touch now, thanks to the winter canola program from Pioneer and Bunge Chevron Ag Renewables, because this crop is making me money.
Really?
Really. I got my operation ISCC certified, and my winter canola acres are really paying off. You can get the golden touch too. Visit pioneer.com/wintercanola to learn more.
At People's Bank and Trust, they help their consumer and business customers spend their time living their life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, they put people first. Find out how they can help you by clicking their banner ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson from Advanced Title. Whether selling your home on your own or through your local realtor, please give us a call at 824-8007 for all your title work needs.
Your information station, WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm joined by Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch. He is the owner of Bear Creek Ranch, and Angela Olmarsters is joining us by phone. She is the Marketing and Promotions Director with the Christian County Fair Board. Let's go back around with you, Joe, here. And let's make sure we get some contact information out there. Any final pieces there as well. Tell us a little bit about how to get involved with Bear Creek Ranch and some of those dates and times that you'll be out at some local farmers markets too.
Yeah. So, I mean, the best way to kind of connect with us is our Facebook is Bear Creek Ranch. You'll see it. Our logos are red with a big cow on it. And then our website is bcrbeef.com, which we did that before we did pigs. So it's not just beef now. We do pasture pigs and cows, and who knows what we'll do in the future. And so check us out on there. We're always posting stuff and always have different specials. We'll be in the Springfield Farmers Market on 4th and Adams every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12:30 all summer. And, you can come out and meet us, but also most of our business is actually done through our free delivery service. So you get online, you place an order, you see the date, you get to pick a date and time when you want it delivered, and we just show up. It's free delivery. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool deal.
It's very streamlined. And if you have any problems at all, give us a call. If you have, we work with people all the time.
So that is Joe Bloom, owner of Bear Creek Ranch. Angela, anything else when it comes to the fair? Any websites or any contact information that we want to throw out there with about a minute to go?
Yes, website www.christiancountyfair.com for your tickets for Clay Walker. If you have questions or want to enter the Community Day Vendor Fair, 217-820-1690. Again, we've got the carnival, big carnival, lots of fun. We've got the senior dinner going on that's provided by some of our great sponsors and is actually sponsored by them. We've got the ag luncheon going on, which is provided by another venue. And then, of course, we got the big demo derby on Saturday night. Don't forget that with the $13,000 purse. We've got the beer garden, wine gala going on. And most importantly, everybody's got their role at the fair. It takes a long, long time in planning for all the folks over there that are taking care of the kids in the goat barn, the pig barn, the cow barn, all the different shows. Of course, we got the 4-H auction, that happens at 6 o'clock on Thursday. It's just a great experience, but it takes all the faithful members of the fair board and all of the community to make it happen, and we really appreciate it. And folks like you.
Hey, well, thank you. And Angela, glad to have you here on the show to talk to Christian County Fair. Same to you, Joe, and talking to us about Bear Creek Ranch and the fair and how that's going to go hand in hand. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM Taylorville. 107.5 FM Shelbyville. 107.9 FM Pena Nokomis.
Argument in its first case stemming from the flurry of actions marking the start of President Trump's second term. Justices today will hear the administration's emergency appeals of lower court injunctions. Those orders have put nationwide holds on the president's push to deny citizenship to children born to people who are in the U.S. illegally. The administration complains judges are overreaching by issuing nationwide injunctions that apply to everyone instead of just the parties before the court. In the Mideast, the Israeli military continues to pound Gaza with deadly airstrikes.